The Frieza Yellow Starter deck for the brand new Dragon Ball Super Fusion World card game is probably one of the most fun decks out of the four. It's got a ton of valuable cards with a lot of potential, and today I'm going to give my honest review on the Yellow Starter deck, each card in it, and where I'd rank it amongst the other decks, starting with the leader, Frieza. Frieza is a standard leader that gives you a 1 draw when attacking and has a 15k battle power. However, where things get a little spicy is when you awaken Frieza. You get Frieza's final form at 20,000 battle power. But the thing that makes this leader so good is that it still gives you the draw 1 when attacking, and on top of that, at the end of your turn, you can choose up to 2 of your battle cards and switch them to active mode. Now, as many of you know, in this type of game, you could only attack rest mode cards. But with Frieza's ability, you can take advantage of your cards, attack your opponent, and then not even worry about getting attacked the following turn, forcing your opponent to use other means of removal, if they have them. And the 5-cost card for this deck is the Golden Frieza that gives you 35k battle power. It's ridiculously strong, and this is this deck's double strike card. But on top of that, it has the added ability of when attacking, you get to choose one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and now it cannot switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So you could theoretically freeze out an opposing card indefinitely as long as you can keep attacking. Couple this with the leader Frieza's ability, once awakened, and your Golden Frieza will never have to worry about getting knocked out in battle. And the next SR card in this deck is the 4-cost King Cold card that gives you 25k battle power and 10k combo. This is a blocker and has the added ability of when KO'd, you get to choose one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards that costs 4 or less and knock it out, which gives you some decent removal. Now, as for the rest of the cards, we have Kiwi here, who is also a blocker and also has a Wind KO'd ability that allows you to draw 1 card. Pretty helpful. However, the drawback is that it is a 3-cost card, but it does have 20k battle power with 5k combo, so that's something. Next up is a 2-cost blocker Zarbon that has the on-play ability to add 1 card from your life to your hand to help you self-awaken. This also has 20k battle power and 5k combo, and I really like this self-awaken, especially for the leader Frieza. You're going to want to get to 4 as quickly as possible. Next up is the 4-cost Shisami that gives you a whopping 30k battle power and has a 10k combo, but that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else other than this raw power and combo. Then we have this deck's version of drawing 1 card, the 1-cost Sorbet. I love that each of these decks have their own version of this draw mechanic. Next up is the 2-cost Tagoma, which is pretty decent considering it gives you 20k battle power and 10k combo, but there's no extra abilities here. Then we have our super combo Shilai, and you already know how to use a super combo. It's pretty standard. It's just like every other super combo in the starter decks, but the art's probably the best one. Then we got the Doria, the 1-cost blocker, which is so good. It's also 10k battle power, which isn't much, but it's much higher than other blockers who are typically only 5k. And on top of that, it gives 5k combo. Then we have the 1-cost Frieza himself, has the amazing on-play ability that synergizes with a lot of cards in this deck, where it allows you to choose one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. Because you'll notice there's a lot of cards that have the ability that only affect rest mode battle cards. So being able to force your opponent's 5-cost, 6-cost, 7-cost, whatever battle card to rest mode, and then you get to attack with your Golden Frieza can really freeze your opponent's potential. It also has 10k battle power and combo. Then we got Frieza's second form, that's a 2-cost card with a 20k battle power and 5k combo that has the when attacking ability, add 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and switch them to rest mode. And this is great again because it helps you with self-awaken. However, it's not a one-time activate. You can activate this multiple times as long as you keep attacking. All right, now we got Frieza's third stage, which is a 3-cost card that lends you 25k battle power with 10k combo. That's pretty much it. There's no extra abilities here. Typically in the beginning of a match, I'll use this as energy, and then once we get up to 3, 4, maybe 5 energy, I might go with bringing it onto the field with that 25k battle power. Then we have our Limu, the 1-cost 15,000 battle power with 10k combo. Honestly, gives pretty good value for a 1-cost card. And now it's time for our extra cards. First up is Golden Death Beam, the 1-cost card that you can activate during your main and choose choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and KO it. Now again, this works really well with, say, that Frieza first stage form that has the on-play ability of forcing any of your opposing battle cards into rest mode. There's going to be a lot of synergy with that in this deck. And finally, the final card is Death Ball, which is a 1-cost card that you can activate during battle, meaning your turn or your opponent's turn as long as you have 1 energy available to use. And this card allows you to choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards and give it an extra 15k battle power for that battle. Then you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and switch it to rest mode. Pretty good. Now, as far as where I would rank this deck, honestly, it would have to be a tie between this and the green starter deck. You can't go wrong with saying this is the #1 starter deck or at least the #2 starter deck. They both work really well and they both outclass the red and blue starter decks, at least in my opinion. A brand new player to the game can easily pick up this deck and win way more than they lose, because this deck has a lot of valuable cards that also teach you the important game mechanics such as blocking, on play, and self-awakening. But that's pretty much my honest review for the yellow Frieza starter deck, but let me know what you guys think. Be sure to check out the channel and subscribe for more Fusion World content.